Okay, my name is Elia Nyangi from United Republic of Tanzania and a graduate of Masters of Arts in Public Administration at Pandit Denzel Energy University. My education journey to India, it has been of great experience that I will not deny the fact that I got a good experience, good exposure and good connection here in India. Uh, Being here in India, it was not as a simple journey as someone can expect but the first thing that made me realize like there is a great potential in India, it was through the Study in India fair that was conducted in Tanzania in 2019, is where I came to realize like I can realize my potential in public administration by being here in India. Why I selected India is because I do believe that I'm a student from a developing countries. I need to acquire a good experience from a developing country like mine. And the only solution by that time was India, because if I try to think about other European or American nations, I will definitely be lying to myself, because these are developed nations, their system of administration is different, and even their policies are different. I might be getting policies that might not work in my country. So I had to select India because I knew that taking experience from India, it will be a great help for my country and myself in developing my career. Before coming to India, I had some challenges on my mind. This I can call like it was a stereotype, because people were just informing me like, when you're going to study in India, don't expect much, because the education standard of India is almost similar to Tanzania education standard. So I was quite worried like, okay, I'm going to this country and people are saying like this, what can I do? But I would definitely say this was a wrong experience from my side, because since I arrived to India, I had a good experience in education career. I found good infrastructure in the university, experienced the faculties, everything that was in the university, especially I'm talking for Pandit Energy University, it was an amazing experience for me, and I really enjoyed my 2 year stay here in the university. Another thing that I would like to talk is about the general experience of the life in India and the university in general. Actually, one of the challenge that I had in my mind was like, in India, I might first severe segregation and so on, because people are believing that in India there is kind issue of racism and so on, and we do believe that one of the social evils that the world is fighting right now is concerning also the challenge of racism. So I was quite afraid like, okay, how will I manage my studies and so on? But I would like to speak frankly from my heart, like since I arrived in this place, I never faced such kind of challenges, and I actually enjoyed my stay here. I lived with my fellow Indians as my brothers and sisters. We lived in harmony, we lived in cooperation and so on. So it was an amazing exposure for me, and I would like to recommend for other people who would like to study in India also to come here and experience for this education career. Generally, in terms of social life, I can say I faced some of the challenges that I cannot deny on this fact. One was the issue of integrating in language, because we understand that India is one of the largest English community speakers in the world, but we should not assure you that everyone can speak English. So when you are in the education context, actually you will enjoy the fact that everyone can speak English because we use English as a medium of instruction. But whenever you go outside the context of the university, actually you face some challenges, which includes like for those vendors, for example, they don't speak English. When you meet, let's say, these auto drivers, Uber drivers, actually sometimes they're facing these challenges. So it was a great challenge for me that in the beginning I was supposed to go with my friends or someone who can accompany me, who at least who can help me in translating, because out of that you might be facing some challenges like being cheated in price and so on. But this was one of the fantastic things that I've experienced here. But the general life was amazing. Hello, am I going right? Okay, so finally I would like to say that the general experience about Indian education on my side is one of the best education I can say, is one of the good area to advance your career. I'm confident in myself right now, like arriving in Tanzania, I'll be a good person of a good potential to my country, and I'll be able to support my country at large. I'll be able to develop good policies, because being in India, it's not about only the life that you're experiencing. but about the fact on how people live, how the government think for the people, how government try to work for the people. So for me as a young public administrator, actually it has developed me morally, academically, and potentially to support my nation and the continent at large. And finally, I might be able to be in position to support the world at large in solving different challenges. Also, I would like to share a little experience of the COVID-19 scenario that actually found me here in the college. I remember it was in the end of 2019, December kind of, when we started hearing about this issue of the challenge of COVID-19 beginning in Wuhan, China. So actually, at first, I do believe like other people, we didn't take that much serious because we thought like it's a scenario that will just end in a moment. The first lockdown reached here in the campus around, it was around March when the government announced the total lockdown. Then actually it was a moment of sadness because I had no choice. I had no choice to go back to my country. I had no choice rather than staying here in the hostel. So I stayed the life which I can not explain, and I would not like to experience in any of my any of my life moment in this world, maybe until I leave this world. But it was one of the very, very bad experience that I had, especially when it's like you have no choice. You have to get what comes. So it was a bad scenario. I cannot blame anyone because it was neither one's fault. It was our fault. It's not our fault also. It's just a word change. So yeah, it's a bad experience. I've been forced to live almost 1.5 years inside with no choice. It's like even sometimes the people who are outside the campus, they might be given choice to have their own freedom, but because we are staying in the community, same community in one hostel. So if one student catches COVID-19, it means it was going to affect the majority of us. So it was little strict for us on our side, so we had to stay inside for all the moments. So this was one of my bad experience that I can say I have ever endured in my life. So that's all I would like to say. Thank you.